Alright, so basically this is
Yeah,
how
that's
it's gonna go.
chill.
We're gonna have defend.
We're gonna start off with the attackers. And yeah, so we're just gonna start off here. We got Sledge.
You're not cutting my part out, right?
No.
Alright, good.
Alright, so Sledge, I would have to rate a solid 6.
Now
What do
why
you
is
think?
that?
What do you think? Combo.
I think he's about an 8.
Alright, so I'm gonna say mine is I'll say what I like about him and then I'll say the drawbacks. So what we got good about him. L85, pretty overall just like balanced gun. Like kind of slow
No
handling,
recoil,
no recoil, high
low fire rate,
relatively
but
high damage.
a good damage.
Yeah. SMG 11, which is just like good and like if you're good with
Monster.
it, monstrous mentality on them. And then frag grenade's always good. And the gadget, just like all around utility, very easy to use. It can get maestro cams. It can get castle barricades. Really just anything. Yeah.
Anything you needed to get, basically.
Yeah. Anything a
Now,
sledgehammer.
what are your drawbacks?
Drawbacks are you can't do like
You can
vertical
play
above
vertical with him.
you.
That's an yes.
You can't do vertical above you.
That's how you use shotgun.
Well, no one's gonna use shotgun. These are really
I run
just like
shotgun, I think,
things
yeah.
that the drawback. Really, any drawback of Sledge is it gets fixed with Buck, and so really it's just the upward vertical, and the kind of I guess limited range because like if you're stuck, you can't just get you can't just sledgehammer the thing and then so 6. You say 8, Jason.
Mhm.
Alright. Oh, and I guess he has a G2 skin, so that's nice. Alright, now we have Thatcher. Alright, so I rate Thatcher a 8. About you?
You rate Thatcher an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would rate him. Probably a 7.
7? Yeah. So Thatcher. Let me see what I like about him.
He's already good. We already know why he's good. I'm gonna talk about the drawbacks a little bit.
Yeah.
Problem with Thatcher is not his gun. His guns are great.
Yeah.
But
no SMG 11.
Yeah. No SMG 11. That's one. But that doesn't really matter. The main drawback is his utility.
Well, what? He has lots of utility.
Claymores are
Oh,
good.
that's
but
what you mean, like getting And he's not really all-purpose because he's not like an excellent fragger. He does one job like really well.
He has one job and he's kind of useless if you don't have a hard boocher.
Well,
that's
not
really
really. I mean,
because
he can get the other stuff and the thing, but like if
yeah,
you're
that's why you have a Sledge.
Yeah, and if like they don't play, if they're not really heavy on the gadget or whatever, and they're more heavy roam, and then he's kind of situational, but he's just like good in lots of spots. Yeah. So I'm saying 8. The secondary gadgets are okay. 2-speed and the guns are pretty. L85, is good. I like the AR-33, but it's just like it's all good. And the utility, just like getting it. He doesn't really have any like breaching or
Why do you like the AR-33?
destruction.
Fire rate, no recoil?
Yeah, doesn't really have any like destruction, so that's not very good, but yeah, so he's good. Alright, Ash.
Ooh, Ash? I would rate Ash. Now, see, fragging wise, I would rate her a 10.
Yeah.
But, 9, just because she doesn't have an ACOG. But, like, all around, like, operator, I'll give her 6.
I'm gonna say 5. Because the guns are good. R4C,
no, her
Rip
gun
ACOG.
is perfect. Like, that's a perfect gun. Like, if she had an ACOG, I would just rate her a 10 because she's like,
yeah.
if If she had an ACOG, it was just like...
Rip the ACOG.
Alright, her gun was designed to be the best entry fragger gun. That's a one. And they did that well. No recoil, fast fire rate, high damage, like...
Yeah.
They perfected the gun.
3 speed.
No ACOG, but 3 speed...
Just like
she's the one operator that's already in your, already in both OBJs somehow, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
just
teleports.
Fragging, potential is really what she's here for. But, she's got the flashbangs, which are, they're okay. But, they fit her kit, really.
Her utility's bad.
I mean, she can get the Maestro cams, and she can do... The fact that the launcher only has 2 shots is...
Especially when you have Zofia, which is just...
Yeah. I'm only reading her...
Dragging potential and,
more... Well, yeah, Zofia has better utility, and then... Yeah. So Ash, just, only say a 5, because she's the fragger, but her overall
and I say a 6
utility...
just because I'm giving her a 6 just for the, perfection of the game.
Yeah, the overall utility is pretty limited, and yeah. Alright, Thermite.
Thermite, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, Thermite, I'll give him an 8.
I'm gonna say 7, yeah. Because the utility is pretty good. Got the, just the base
utility
mechanic
perfect.
of the game, pretty much.
His utility is, perfect for his...
On, some objectives, he's just, a must-have. You need the Thermite. And, the gun is, it's okay. It's got decent, damage.
The gun has decent damage, but the fire rate is just trash.
Yeah, and the aim down on
for
sight.
what it is, the recoil,
yeah,
it can be better. I mean, it has, no recoil almost, but,
it
has,
around
that little bouncy effect. Jumps around a little, yeah. Kind of like Zophia's gun, when he first used it.
Yeah, when he had the smokes, he was kind of all around, and the claymore and the flashes are okay.
I mean, but smokes he didn't really need. He was better with that. He'd be better with that.
Yeah, and then just the gun overall okay, but yeah, the overall just utility is great. But there are some better hard breachers, I'd say.
There's only 2 hard breachers, but
yeah. Alright, Twitch.
No, we're talking about hard breachers. This is Ivana.
What? No, we're going on the line here.
Alright, fine, Twitch.
Twitch.
Alright. Twitch. What would you give Twitch? I would probably give her,
say 8 for the, the...
No, I would give her 7.
Yeah. Because the F2 is just, it's probably the best it's gonna get right now. Actually, it was better, but, the F2
it was better
is
when
just...
it had less recoil, but, now, it's still a good gun. But that 25 bullet nerf has, kind of affected it. Affected it for me. Because, you run out of ammo after a couple kills, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then, some people can't really handle the recoil. That's why I don't use her, but, it's more manageable than Buck, I'd say. And then the fire rate's just crazy, just overall fragging potential's crazy. And then, I'd say she has better utility than, Ash, yeah.
Just for the Claymore?
Well, the Claymore and the drone can get more gadgets.
I mean, but that's where you're wrong. The drone doesn't necessarily get gadgets. It disables it for a short period of time.
Yeah, that's...
So, unless you're, unless someone's near it and you're oh, shoot it, the drone, shooting the actual gadget, say shooting the gadget in the prep phase, that's completely useless.
Yeah. Well, for Maestro, you have to shoot it twice, I think, because, one opens it.
Nah, Maestro, you gotta shoot it once. Maestro, you can't destroy it with the Twitch drone.
I thought it opens it, and then you
Yeah,
get
it opens it, and then you have to shoot it with, a regular gun.
Oh, you do? Okay. So, yeah, well, seeing as Ash is, the...
But, I would give Twitch a 7, man.
Yeah,
Just
because
for the
it's
fact that
not.
like our drone is good, but it doesn't like for utility. It only destroys like utility defenderize. Like it's perfect for bandits.
Yeah, Mira too.
Yeah. But the reason I'm giving her 7 is mainly because her drone can't jump. So it's
Yeah,
like an easy target to destroy, if you know
and
what I
it's
mean.
slower.
And it's slower, yeah.
It's just
It,
like
it's more sound resilient, but like it's
yeah, it's quieter, but it's
it's
just.
not hard to see. And, yeah.
All right, Montaigne.
Montaigne. For me, I would give Montaigne I would give Montaigne a 4.
A 4.
Yeah.
I'd give him a 5 only because he's
Smokes.
only good in a team. If like your Monty's just solo, that's not very like good.
Yeah.
Cause
But nah. For me, the Monty plant smoke thing, that's a troll.
yeah,
That's not working in high ranks. That's why I gave him a 4. And like
yeah.
higher ranks, like in gold, that's when it stops working.
And there's just so many sort of like workarounds. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
You can get if your Monty's the last guy alive,
Monty,
he's not gonna win.
like, yeah. Nah, unless it's a good Monty. Good Monties can pull it off.
Well, I mean, you gotta okay. So the shield can only get. I mean, it's really inconsistent of like how it blocks the C4 and stuff, but
Yeah.
and if you're yeah, he's just the good like the pretty good intel. You just put him in there and then he can't really he just tells you what's going on. And then the smokes are good for the plant, but he doesn't have a lot of utility after that.
That's the only reason I'm giving him a 4, but smokes.
Yeah.
Montaigne's more of an annoying op than like good op. Like Montaigne is annoying. He's not good. He's just annoying.
Yeah,
Because
but
it's like
he can be like vital for certain strats where you're just like you're going in and then that's kind of it. So yeah, he's pretty situational, and if you go into an open room and you don't really know what's going on, you're dead. And if no one's like got your back or whatever. All right, Glaz.
I would give Glaz a. Nah, you say 30. You say 30.
Well, after the double buff, I guess a 6. I'll give him.
I'll give him a 5 to be honest.
Yeah, cause the gun, I mean, people thought he was gonna get replaced by Callie, but not really, cause he's his own thing, really. I mean, if you're aggressive with him and you hit the shots, he's pretty good, cause like he got a triple buff almost. He got the fire rate increased like by a lot. Like you can shoot it pretty quick.
Yeah, I know you can. You do.
Yeah.
But the problem with him for me is once you get in the building, like once you get in like the actual building for the map, or like OBJ, like say you get in OBJ, he sucks. Like you actually need to be like a good enough difference. Like say a bandit rushes you.
Yeah.
Like say like a 3-speed operator just rushes in on you with Glaz, unless you have like
I mean, I don't know.
like really good aim.
Yeah, if he uses
With his gun.
if he gets used better as like a sort of now that the fire he can be a little more aggressive. So he can use the frags, which is the frag is another buff, and then he got the scope buffed a little, so like you can just barely see through smoke when you're moving, and then and that's like at full movement you can like barely see it, and then once you like slow down a little bit you can see a lot better, and that's kind of what is making him better. He's the only op that I would like debate taking smokes over frags, I guess. And then the PMM, pretty good pistol, but not a lot of utility except for the smokes if you're gonna use that, and then Alright,
Who's next on our list?
Fuse. Fuse, I'm gonna give him a 4.
Yeah, I agree with the 4. The only reason I'm giving him a 4 too, not even like not his ability's terrible. I'm giving him a 4 simply for his AK-12.
Yeah, the AK, it's like a really good gun. Relatively high fire rate and then high damage. If it had a normal ACOG, it would probably be like the best AR, but they just need to take out the Russian optics and give them normal like ACOGs. That would be good. And then the breaches and the smokes, pretty okay utility. Only thing is his speed and the gadget is just like really situational because if you got the gadget going, that's not like you're immediately killing them. They can run away, they can have the ADS, they can have whatever,
No.
yeah.
But another thing is, like, people don't really play, like, playing vertical with Fuse is good, but, again, it's situational. It depends on what OBJ.
Yeah, if they're top floor, he's kind of useless from
because no one plays near windows.
Yeah.
Like, unless they're just, like, new to the game. Like, when I anchor, I never play near window, because I know. One, I know the other team has ACOGs. You know, I don't try to hold the peak, you know.
Yeah, when you're if like they hear it go down, they'll just spray and they'll but most likely destroy it, or they could possibly like kill you if they hear it going down, like on a wall or something.
Yeah.
And on a window especially. So yeah, not very good. AK-12 keeps him up, but gadget pretty situational. High risk and like relative okay.
Fire and has.
Yeah, good fire, good damage, all that. Alright. Blitz.
Alright. What do you rate him?
Who?
Blitz.
Blitz? Yeah.
Nigga thought I was talking about that guy in the fuck.
I don't know. Alright, probably...
Are you lagging?
What?
You're lagging.
I am?
Your mic. Yeah. Okay. Just cut that part out.
I can't. I don't know. I'm not gonna edit through this, probably. So, I don't really know what I would put him, but maybe I'll say 3. Only 3? Because I said 3.
Yeah, I would rate him a solid 4, just because if you know how to play Blitz and get that little Blitz rush,
yeah,
it can be very useful for this, or not for the team, but like just again, like all the shield ops in my opinion are just annoying, except for Flash.
Yeah.
Because Flash, if you know how to play her right, she's still annoying, but like you can get some work done.
Yeah, so I mean, he doesn't, because he's not even like really that useful for strats. You can still kill him behind his shield like pretty easily. The running with the shield up is good, but like now that they nerfed the ADS, he's just not very good on that. The flash is pretty inconsistent. The smokes are good.
Yeah, flash is really inconsistent.
And then the hip fire got nerfed. That's just not good. And then, yeah, really, that's kind of it. Not very. He's an okay op.
Still gets banned a lot though.
Yeah. All right, IQ.
IQ. I would give a 7.
7. Yeah, probably a 7 too. Just for
7 or 8.
Yeah. Probably, I'm gonna say 7. The utility and just the gadget dial is pretty good.
Yeah,
kinda...
her gadget's great. I just feel like breaches kind of, you know.
Yeah.
Do you think claymores or breaches suited more? I think breaches suited
I
more.
use claymore, but I don't really use breaches on anyone. The both her ARs are good guns. I see the 5.52 a lot more.
Or
The
the AUG.
LMG is okay, but it's just not up to par with the AUG or the 5.52.
Oh yeah, LMG actually is really good. It's just the ADS time and the
Yeah,
fact that you can't have a. You have that?
you can have it angled now, and then you can. Yeah, it's just. And then the gadget pretty much hard counter Valkyrie if they have cams outside and you can just scan.
Hard counter basically
Echo
almost every
really,
defender now.
yeah, you get a lot of them. Mainly Echo and Valkyrie, and Legion, because like the cloaked ones are ones that you just can't see. That's kind of
Yeah.
And what?
I would say she's just an all-around good op.
Good fragging potential, 3 speed.
Oh yeah, great fragging potential. Her 5.52.
Yeah.
Wait. No recoil, high damage.
And then yeah, just
For me,
the
I would say
gadget.
decently fast fire rate.
Yeah. So yeah, overall
Alright,
good
who's
op,
next?
7. Got Buck.
Buck. Oh, Buck, I would give an 8.
An 8. I'm gonna say 9, just for the.
Why is that?
Cause just everything about Sledge, gun is, it's good. Has a really weird fighter rate, 837 for some reason. Just the recoil on the gun is kind of the drawback.
Yeah.
Nice
That's the
fire
only problem with
rate.
the gun, the recoil.
Yeah,
If
nice.
that gun had like a no recoil, kind of like Ash's gun, it would be better than Ash's gun in my opinion.
And people have who master those guns say it's their favorite just because the killing, just the fragging potential of it, like the fire rate and all that, and the decent damage at 40, and then quick reload, and
Yeah, decently fast reload, and
frag
I would
grenades are
also
just
give
always
his
good.
ability is like perfect. You can use his ability to kill. You can use it to get you can really use it for anything. I don't think it can it destroy Castle Barricades?
It can't get castles, and I don't know if it can
Or
get maestros. Yeah.
It can't get maestros. That's right.
And frag grenades are just good.
Yeah. It's like really good for softballs, basically.
Yeah, and you can
Like
get
opening up and holding angles, or telling someone to hold the angle.
yeah, you can get the vertical up, like upward
Yeah,
vertical.
vertical up,
That's just
yeah.
yeah.
And with frag grenades, it's
Yeah, that's the yeah. Cause if you're going sledge and then they go top floor, that vertical is pretty limited, or it is limited. And then, what do you call it? Buck, he can still get from below. So yeah. All right. Blackbeard.
Blackbeard. Ooh. To be honest, I would give Blackbeard a 7.
Give him a 6 now.
Only reason I would give him a 7 is because, that gun is good, but the ammo in it is just so bad.
Yeah.
And the recoil, it's terrible.
Ammo isn't as worse as what do you call it?
The Type 89.
Habana, yeah. Cause the fire rate's slower. 49, I didn't even know. Pretty high damage, and then just tough is when you have
recoil,
and then when you have the shield on, you aim in slower than most LMGs.
Super slow,
yeah. And so just really a slow op. Really, you run really slow when you have the shield on, and kind of limited utility. He's not like a fragging op, but he's just he's not a shield op or a...
He's more of the op that holds an angle.
Yeah.
He holds angles.
And if you get pushed by a Blackbeard who's already aimed in, and your instinct is for the headshot, and then it's not like he's invincible to the
Yeah.
headshot, but the second, like, if they have good reflexes, they'll kill you
Like
before you
personally,
can.
for me, every time I encounter a Blackbeard, I go for the head for some reason. Like
Yeah.
it's always that. I feel like the shield attracts more, you know, more.
Yeah. Fire, and then just like when
Yeah.
you, and then if they're good enough, which sometimes just like the games we get in, really, the Blackbeards will kind of have slower reflexes, so you get the kill eventually. But like if they're good, and then they have the second to react and kill you before you break the shield, that's just where it's wraps. So yeah, I'm gonna just say 6 only because he's pretty limited in what he can do, and he doesn't have a lot of other potential for that. So, all right, Capital.
You read them first. I wanna hear.
I'm gonna say 7.
7. I have to think about it because, in my opinion, his guns aren't that good.
Yeah, the guns are kind
Like his guns are more just like thermite, you know.
of. He has a cigar in his ear. Okay. All right. So yeah, the gun. Actually, the gun is pretty similar to thermite, I guess. Okay, pretty good. What do you call it though? Aim ADS speed.
Yeah, ADS time. I mean, you can use angled. That's a gun that I personally use angled grip on because like it just has like it has recoil, but it has a type of recoil that like helps you.
Yeah, and it's not like okay damage, okay fire rate, and then or pretty high damage, okay fire rate, and then the utility is like pretty good just for you can either get the smoke plants off, or you can stop bandit tricking with the firebolt.
Yeah, his gadgets like really.
And then you can just like stop a lot of stuff with
the stopping bandit tricking. That's situational if there's a drone hole like.
Yeah, if there's a drone hole there. Cause you can still do it on border because you can shoot through the thing, but like, and then overall you can't get stopped by Jaeger, which is pretty good, even though Whammi's in. But
nah, you can't do an armor's lottery. You can't do armory on border.
Yeah,
well,
no, not really, cause yeah, and
you would have to shoot through the door upstairs.
And then he has the he can stop rotations pretty well. And then if like people are kind of like
he's basically like like kind of like gridlock, I would say.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty good. I'd say.
Like not the same purpose, but like he can be used in that way, which is good. It's great.
And the 3 speed's always good. And
yeah, 3 speed.
Yeah. Alright, now Hibana.
Hibana?
I'm gonna have to give Hibana a 10. Just for the, like... Even though I was just talking about this, how I was saying, like, how Hibana...
Oh, nah. You cannot give Hibana a 10. That's forbidden.
I am.
No, you can't. Like,
yes, I can.
He has 21 bullets in the mag.
It doesn't matter. Okay, first of all...
Yes, it does matter. If you reload your vulnerable, you gotta switch to the...
Just say...
one of the weakest pistols in the game.
What? The Bearing 9?
Pistol shot.
The Bearing 9.
You might have SMG. Nah, I didn't know you had SMG.
Okay. Alright.
But nah, I would give her her utility is good, but it's
Alright, we're not trying to argue. We're not trying to argue. Let's just...
Yes, I know.
Alright, what's your rating?
8.5.
Sure. Okay, so... I'll just give my reasoning, I guess. So... AR, pretty good. Just like fragging potential. I got the 3 speed, that's good, first of all. The flash is good. ACOG on the AR.